Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from Transformers Legacy Wave 4? Perhaps this is meant to be Evolution Wave 1? I'm not sure. I think it's still just. Oh no, it is Legacy Evolution. Evolution is a mystery. No change, no see. So this is Evolution Wave 1. Legacy Evolution Wave 1. Core Class Dinobot Slug. As we all know, the Dinobots are going to be released in the Core Class. They will combine to form Volcanicus, and it's all but confirmed, or it's still somewhat hearsay, that these are just basically the pre-tools for a Moonstructor. But we're starting out in the Triceratops mode, and I think this is pretty nifty. I like it. It's a very simple figure, very simple transformation. You can move the arms back and forth, the legs, and the mouth does open. But I gotta tell you, don't open it too far because the hinge is actually back by the throat, not by the chin. So, yeah, if you open it too wide, it gets a little weird looking. Not much to the dinosaur mode, so how about we get into the transformation? Let's go ahead and pop the tail section off. That'll be his weapon in robot mode. You can go and then bring the rear legs back just like so, and then proceed to push from underneath on the haunch there, and that will allow you to rotate them around and then separate them just like so. There is a bit of a fun transformation to the front legs. Instead of rotating at a swivel, you're going to rotate them up and then bring them down on the armpit joint. And that's how you reveal the fists. Come along the back here. Now the instructions show this to remain closed for robot mode and only open in combined mode. But Slug, who I will from now on refer to as Slag, since that's its real name, does have the wings, so you should have that open for robot mode. So go ahead and do that. And then finally open up the mouth, bring it down all the way, and there is that handsome devil's face. There's a little post here so you can peg the weapon into the hand. And there you go. And surprisingly, there is a ball joint with the head that you can wiggle it around. It works with the dinosaur mode too. This is a universal joint here at the arms, but you do have a ball joint at the hip, ball joint at the knee, so you got all the swivels. No elbows, unfortunately, but you do have a blaster claw weapon, which, if you would rather Slag not be holding its weapon, you can come around the back here. There's a little hole right there. Peg it in. That's not shown in the instructions, but it works, so why not? And that's pretty handy since I'm not sure if the other Dinobots are actually going to come with weapons. So there is that. And this is really cool, and I like what we see. So how about we take a quick pause, and I will come back and I will show you the combined torso mode. Okay, it is fairly easy to get to the combined torso mode from robot mode. So that's where we're going to start. And the first thing you want to do is close the head up. If you have the weapon stored back here, go ahead and remove it. You want to leave those wings open. Now we're going to rotate the arms around like we did for the Triceratops mode, but this is not shown in the instructions. There is a little slot here and a tab on the inner arm. We're going to peg these arms into the torso. I do believe that this is going to be some sort of locking point. I'm not really sure since I've not seen, completed images of the combined mode. And now to peg the legs together, just to know that there are slots, tabs, so don't go straight and try to hook it in. That'll give you a bit more leverage, and then rotate this around. And Oh, you should probably have done that before you bring the arms down. My bad. So go ahead and do that. Bring the dinosaur arms, the rear legs down. At least that's how the instructions are showing it. I don't know. Uh, peg those arms back into the side here, just like so, just like so. And then finally, come to the weapon. You see this black underbelly? Pop that out, and it is the head of Volcanicus. Yes, believe it or not, Grimlock is not going to be the top part of the torso here. Now, right now, unfortunately, there is no place. I mean, you can just shove this back on here on the rear section for storage, but I think this is going to have a something when Sludge comes along, because Sludge is going to peg in right here underneath, that this might be a combining port of sorts, because as you can see, there are two holes. There's the one here. Now, right now, that second hole is covered up, so who knows? There might be something there. Also, it feels a little weird having these back legs down, but I am following the directions, so maybe we'll get more information with Sludge's directions on what to do. These might be used as like latches or something. Who knows? But there we are. And remember, we're getting 6 Dinobots, so we're getting somebody new. And there's the head. It's going to basically just be able to rotate. That's it. Kind of hidden by the Slag's Triceratops head. Really not much you can do there in terms of rotating it down, but kind of cool. So that's about it. Not much more I can show from this mode. So how about we pause and I'll give you my final. One thing I did notice before we get into my final thoughts is that bottom hole I was talking about. That's actually where the head of Volcanicus pegs in. So maybe there isn't going to be a use for that second hole. But we'll have to just wait and see. I like Slag or Slug. You got to look for Slug on the packaging. I think it's a really fun figure. And it's great to fiddle with. It's easy to transform. We've seen Sludge. This does not look as bad as Sludge. But then Sludge has got to do a lot more in its combined mode. So I think it's worth the purchase. Now, I got this figure from Amazon.com. And New Year, same as the old year. This was supposed to come in March. The ship dates got released on Slug here, got pushed up. Now, what's interesting is Amazon only has Slug right now. Movies Unlimited and DeepDiscount.com had Sludge, but did not have Slag. And I said Slag so we don't have the double U's. So if you had ordered from Amazon and ordered from Deep Discount or Movies Unlimited, you would actually have both now. So you would have like the cohesive torso. But yeah, methinks that if you are like me and had ordered from Amazon, get ready for in a week or so, everything else is going to start trickling in, because Deep Discount had Leo Prime, Tarn, Breakdown. It's going to be a mess. So nice to see we're picking up where we left off in terms of distribution. But if you like the figure, definitely pick it up. I know a lot of us are going to pick these up just to experience the combination gimmick. If I was certain we were going to get Moonstructor, I would probably pass on all of these to get the proper Moonstructor, since I have no emotional attachment to Volcanicus, and I really don't see a point in getting it in the core class form, where in the Power of the Primes version didn't wow me. So that's about it for the review. If you like this review, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. While I always appreciate the views, the likes, comments, and subscriptions help to communicate to YouTube through their algorithms that my channel should be exalted and held upon high. If you want to make the ultimate sign of support, I do have a Patreon. It is www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. No thrills, no tiers, no special rewards. All you're doing is helping me help you to help me help you bring figures like Slug or Slag to you, as well as keeping up the infrastructure of the channel. But, as I always say, I know times are tough. We have various issues going on: infrastructure, inflation, recession, money is tight. If you can't handle the $1 a month, $12 a year, I'll more than understand. Patreon is just a cherry on top of an already generous sundae. So there's your old pal Chuck for Slug or Slag. We will see you next time.